New York.
I want to be a part of it.
New York Comic Con.
There we go.
Are we on?
We're on.
Oh.
Oh, it's on.
So the only thing left to say, of course, is the one obvious thing. Hey, stop it!
What's wrong with him?
His girl just broke it off.
It's her father. He doesn't want her dating a zombie.
Why? What are they, demons?
She is predeceased.
An outsider?
Man, you're asking for trouble.
She broke my heart.
You're a zombie. Technically, you don't even have a heart.
After all of the great cinema that we brought to the world, and we still get no respect.
I don't know why he doesn't like me. I'm responsible, a full-time job.
You work at a haunted house in October.
I'm trying to be healthy. She's a vegan, so...
Wait, you're giving up meat?
Oh, come on.
What are you gonna do? Attack a farmer's market to try to impress her?
Now, if he was a vampire, he'd have a much better chance with her dad.
Yeah, those pretty bastards.
I didn't think this would be that hard.
Hard. Man, I'm a zombie and I'm black.
Oh, here we go.
I blame the educational system.
I blame the media.
I blame George Romero.
Oh. How could you be so disrespectful?
Coffee?
Zombies don't know much, but they do know good coffee. Deadly Grounds. It's coffee to die for, and zombie approved.
Who's George Romero?
Just have some coffee.
Hey, happy Tuesday, or holy crap, it's not Tuesday, it's Thursday. You're watching Splash Pages. We got a special show tonight talking about everything you may have missed from New York Comic Con. And who's clicking over there? Drew, stop it.
Draw that. Do your intro.
Kari, how's it
Hi,
going?
everybody. Oh, it's going good. Oh, I gotta turn my key. There we go. It's going good. It's Thursday. What's going on with that? Oh, more news. Hi. I don't know. I'm just here right now. So yeah, let's go talk to Jar. He's probably more aware than I am.
I was trying to take a nap, actually. It's Thursday, and oh, it's Mahana Jade Longwalker Cargo. Wow, she's got a long name. Happy Thursday, everybody. We are talking about New York Comic Con tonight, and it's going to be a short show, right, guys?
This coming from the person who was actually at New York Comic Con this year. There's nothing short about it. It's about as tall as Jeremy. Oh, she added the cargo. But yes, and she knows, she really does. We're here, we're doing the news, so this will not be a frequent thing, but stay tuned.
Did they have special badges this year?
No,
Drew?
they had badges. If trust me, I wanted nothing of it. I wanted to be like, we don't need no stinking badges, but you needed to get in.
Well, yeah. Were they cool? Like, what kind of characters were on them?
No, it's just anime.
Oh.
It was just anime. And I was like, I don't even know any of them. You know?
I went 20 years ago or something like that. It has Coral from The Walking Dead on it.
Yeah, we're over that.
What was it? K-pop Demon Hunters?
No.
Whatever that is.
K-pop.
No, it wasn't, but there was a lot of that.
I've heard good things about that from people. I didn't expect to watch it. They're just like, yeah, it was great.
Me too.
Wasn't planning on it, but I saw it.
Still not going to watch it, but like, yeah, I've heard a lot of good stuff about it.
There you go. All right. So there is quite a lot of news. So I guess we'll just do the variants and then we'll just cycle through the news. So there's a lot from DC and Marvel and some of the others too, but some big stuff came up this week for next year. So it's going to be very interesting to see what unfolds.
Yes.
Cool stuff.
I
Well,
agree.
first off, we do have
every fucking time.
But by the way, the new commercial, pretty funny.
yeah, pretty good.
Clever.
Tom just sent me that. That's why I was a little late pushing us live. I was downloading that. Yeah. So Drew, what do you got for?
All right. So this is the only thing that wasn't an exclusive thing for New York. These are the variants for the winter break. These are winter break variants. So this is by Marvel Stormbreakers. So again, 8 variants across select titles. So we're just seeing our iconic heroes dressed in the stylish winter gear and snowy adventures. So all of these are set just in time to coincide with the Marvel's Winter Break special, which we covered last time. It is a modern spin on the Marvel swimsuit special. So as you know, Stormbreakers are Alessandro Cappuccio, Netho Diaz, Simone DiMeo, Juan Figueri, Girahuru, Jonas Scarf, Jeff Shaw, Luciano Vecchio, who are already making their waves in Marvel as we speak. So, yep. So here are the first 7. So there's Hellcat there.
Spider Gwen, the Ghost Spider, by Gihiru.
And then you got Black Widow there. That's by Simone DiMeo.
Yeah, for Amazing Spider-Man number 18.
Mm-hmm. You've got, I believe that's Wonder Man by Juan Figueri.
I believe you're correct.
Glasses are always a dead giveaway.
Yeah.
And that's for Avengers 33.
Mm-hmm. You've got that Luciano Vecchio that's for the Black Panther Intergalactic issue 1. You've got Frank Castle proving that he doesn't believe in sleeves.
Yeah.
For Daredevil Punisher, The Devil's Trigger issue 2 by Jonas Scarf.
I like the motion in that one.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
X. Yeah.
Yeah, and the
Frank
new
Castle.
That's what you like. I like the articles.
Moving on. Heathens. You got Alessandro Cappuccio. You got Johnny Storm with Fantastic Four issue 6 variant. And then, of course, Netho Diaz for Thor issue 5.
That looks
the Enchantress.
Cool.
I was like, she dropped into one of the Worlds of Warcraft things. She's got the orcs behind her.
Those are frost giants, but close.
Yeah.
Either way.
There's a new World of Warcraft thing that's out, and it was just like, that looks like those new guys.
Nope. But yeah, think that's it. 7, right? Okay. So those will be out December.
December.
Check that
And-
out.
Already almost there, huh?
Mahana chatted with Tom and brought him coffee or bought
Oh my God,
coffee.
no.
Nice. What flavors did you get, Mahana?
No.
What's
None
the
of that.
flavor?
None of that.
And
All right.
of the-
The next 2 variant things, I just want to stress, were things that were being given away at New York Comic Con. I'm fairly certain if you like what you see, you could probably find it online. But I will say it's probably going to be for a decent penny considering the talent. So first this is a gorgeous Black Cat Peach Momoko cover done for Trinity Comics. This is their exclusive variant for Black Cat issue 1. So I just had to show it off because that is just fantastic.
Okay, and then you have
And then the next one was that's Ultimate Wolverine.
Is that Frank Miller?
That's Kevin Eastman.
Oh,
Yep, that's a Kevin Eastman. That was again an exclusive variant for I believe it's Whatnot's Year in Marvel 25 comic pack. So this was available at New York Comic Con.
Any of you guys ever gone on to the Whatnot and watched some of those auctions? Ooh, they get crazy over there.
Yeah, I've heard such. But yeah, so I mean, again, both of these were stunning, and I figured again, if people like what they saw, again, I would recommend looking it up online and seeing if somebody snagged one that isn't too expensive.
well,
Mahana got.
Oh no, go for it.
I was just saying, Mahana got Autumn Spice.
Mm-hmm.
But back to the Whatnot covers.
Yeah.
Is that like pumpkin spice?
That's pretty much it. So it's time for the.
Well, actually, you missed one.
Ooh.
Yeah, I was hoping you were going to bring this one up.
What you got, Leo?
Yeah.
Hello,
So Nick Dragoga did a and I know I messed up his name.
Dragata.
Dragata. He did a special cover of Batman #1 with similar to the Absolute Batman cover. And he did this for New York Comic Con.
There you go. Good for him.
Yeah. Good for me because actually I can't afford it. But never mind.
Yeah.
Oh no. No, you're cut off. You're on special. You're on one variant now. All right. So I think it's time for some news. So cue it, Leo.
Cue what?
That's roll.
What's Drew talking about?
Display
Drew's News. Exciting tales, fresh comic views. In the pages, heroes fly, villains fly under the sky. From Gotham's dark to Metropolis views, we cover stories old and new. Drew's News, your daily source for comic clues. Join the fun, it's a heroic cruise in the world of Drew's Comic News.
God damn it. Welcome to Drew's Comic News. NYCC.
Yay! What did I tell you? Don't.
All right. So everybody, we do have a lot of news, over 13 stories. So we're going to do our best to move through them fairly quickly, but still give everybody their proper due. So speaking of hairdo, what's up, Leo, with Wolverine?
Yeah. Okay, so Marvel is diving back into the Black, White, and Blood series with everybody's favorite Claude Canadian. So it looks like they're finally going to do Logan really cuts loose. Logan, Black, White, and Blood. So if you're not familiar, they've done a bunch of these. Actually, Wolverine started out in 2020 with Black, White, and Blood. And they did a Carnage in actually I don't have the date for that. Deadpool, Elektra, Marvel Zombies, Moon Knight, Alien, and now we're back to Wolverine, Black, White, and Blood. So it's a stylish, ultra-violent anthology that Wolverine actually kicked off, like I said, back in 2020. Issue number 1 drops in January 14th. And so it's packed with some killer teams. Tom Waltz, Alex Lins, they're exploring Logan's never-before-seen military days in the 1950s. And there's going to be a secret tie-in to a fan favorite Marvel character. But no spoilers yet on that from what they've said. And next up, Saladin Ahmed and Adam Kubert take us to the gritty 1970s Times Square, where Logan's hunting a deranged serial killer. And picture like the 70s. You got dirty alleys, neon signs, and lots of claws and lots of blood, all in black and white, except for the blood, of course. Then finally, we're getting Larry Hama, a Wolverine legend. He teams up with Dave Walker. And it's going to be a story that throws Logan right into the heart of Weapon X Escape. And yeah, so this all kicks off on January 14th, 2026.
Is this a regular size comic or is it like
it's a mini series? It's a 1 of 4. So you've got
okay, I gotcha.
Yep.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry, I didn't. Yeah,
I was gonna say, yeah. So what we saw first was Alex Maleev, his cover, and then
Is he naked?
That's sick.
Yes.
No, he's wearing pants, right?
And then you have
or shorts, booty shorts.
and then you have
see a belt too. So
and then the next one is Andrea Sorrentino. So she did both the variant and the Virgin variant cover for it. Yeah. So those are the only 2, I think. Oh,
yeah. And
there's also that is 100% an Adam Kubert variant. Yep.
That one.
I recognize it. I recognize that style.
It reminds me of the scene when Little Short Wolverine in the latest Deadpool.
Oh yeah.
For some reason, the way he's sitting, when he's like, "Looking for Wolverines." Hey, bub. No.
Little Short King.
Comic accurate Wolverine. That was awesome.
Yep. But nice. Okay. And you said that's available. That starts next year. Early.
Yeah. January 14th, 2026.
Cool. All right. Next up.
Next year already.
Next up is me with the Death Spiral. So, revealed at the Spider-Man and His Venomous Friends panel at New York Comic Con, spinning out of Amazing Spider-Man, Venom, and Eddie Brock Carnage is Death Spiral, which will be a crossover event beginning in February 2026. So this will begin with Amazing Spider-Man / Venom Death Spiral issue 1, which will be a special one-shot, and then continue in issues of ASM and Venom throughout April. So it's going to be written by 3 of the storytellers within those characters. So you got Joe Kelly, who we had the pleasure of interviewing at Terrificon this year, who might be joining us later this year. We'll see. Al Ewing, Kari's favorite, besides PKJ, Hulk writer, and Charles Soule, who I'm sure all of us would definitely love to have on the show at some point, especially since he did a ton of Daredevil and for Leo, Darth Vader.
I was going to say Star Wars, yeah.
Yeah. And featuring the artwork of Ed McGuinness, Carlos Gomez, and Jesus Saiz. So during the panel, basically there were a lot of discussions about everything that's going on with all 3 of these characters, and essentially how all of those stories lead to a new villain whose name is called Torment, who is a supervillain who targets Peter Parker and all those connected to him, putting everybody, Spider-Man, Venom, and Carnage, in a collision course where apparently not everyone will survive. So again, he's a super-powered serial killer. That's essentially what it is.
Comic book. So
we're going to be seeing this. Like I said, this is going to be going off through ASM 23 to 27 and Venom 255 to 257, with the special one-shot kicking it all off on February 26th. As you see right there, that's the variant cover for it, or that's the main cover for it by Ed McGuinness. And let's see.
That's the tightest jaw line I've ever seen on Spider-Man.
There you go.
So, quick. So you said the new character's name is Torment.
Torment. Yeah. And this story will have us see Peter learning that his longtime former love, Mary Jane, is bonded to Venom. And then everyone learns that Eddie Brock is now bonded to Carnage. So those plus the discovery of Torment. Apparently, they've been promising that no one is safe. So.
I wonder if it has anything to do with the old McFarlane run called Torment for Spider-Man.
I remember that.
Just the Spider-Man series, and I think Venom was in that as well.
I remember all the number ones had
for Torment. No, that was like Calypso. You're talking Torment, like that first arc with McFarlane?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the Lizard under the control of Calypso.
Yeah, Lizard and Calypso. Yep. Okay.
Yeah, Craven's magical ex-girlfriend.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So, Kari, look, it's a series that I feel would speak to you, The Queen in Black.
Yes. So while we're on Venom, well, MJ is Venom, not you, MJ. Other MJ. Currently hosting Venom. Okay, let's get malevolent here. Null, the Lord of the Abyss and God of Symbiotes, recently came back into the scene with Venom number 250, written by Al Ewing and Charles Soule. But his triumphant return begins in a cage. Hela has decided that she'd like to be the Queen in Black. Thank you very much. And so she's locked up the King in Black in a cage, using him as a battery of sorts for her plan. Unfortunately for Hela, one of the things you don't want to do with one of the most evil beings in the universe who happens to be able to rule the void is to put him in a cage. They were discussing earlier when they brought back Nolan issue 250. Al Ewing said, when Donnie and Ryan brought Null into being, they created the first new villain in a while with what I'd call big villain juice. He's visually arresting, and you know what he wants in one sentence. You can't talk him out of it. He's powerful enough to hold down a crossover, and he was given the wonderful luxury of going away for a while. When a big bad is allowed to lay fallow and drift into memory, what's remembered is all the things readers liked about them. And that's when it's time for a comeback. The final ingredient in a good villain, they may be down, but they're never out. So he is super excited to be writing this. As is Tom Waltz writing with Al Ewing. He's just kind of excited to be writing with Al Ewing. And we're going to be getting artwork from Juan Ramirez. And that is something he has just wanted to draw for quite a while. So what we have to hear from this at New York Comic Con, as far as what's going on when we're starting off, editor Jordan White said he's going to get back out of the cage and he's going to want to get his revenge. At the preview art, they showed some panels of him killing some Celestials, probably just to remind himself of how fun it is to be a cosmic menace. He says it's a very dark book. It's a very violent book. Though some of that violence might be directed against Null. And Ewing was telling the crowd that he's going up against a really big Marvel character, and we'll see if he can take that person down. All of this is going to lead up to a summer crossover event called The Queen in Black, about which nothing has yet been revealed beyond the title, but rest assured the plot points will be set up across the Null series and a wider Marvel line between now and summer 2026. So what we're looking here is the last page of the story that sets him up in Venom 250. That's Todd Knox art. If you just want to go back, the cover before that was Venom 250's second printing, the art by Carlos Gomez. Before that is the Venom 250 second printing Virgin variant by Greg Capullo. Prior to that, we have Null number 1 Raphael Albuquerque. And then Null number 1 Ryan Stegman. Stegman just nails this.
Yeah.
That is just... Yeah, and the one right before it was that his reintroduction in Venom 250. Again, Ryan Stegman, that is just sexy.
Well, I mean, he helped co-create the character with Donny Cates,
Yeah.
so I mean,
Yeah.
he knows.
I made a pretty penny off of that book. It was nice to sell it.
There you go.
It sounds like it's going to be fun, and I'm excited because really big Marvel character, and big evil, everything coming up, and we've been talking. We talked with PKJ, and there's going to be some big evil things going on with the Hulk. So I'm hoping that this will be part of that whole the monsters coming against each other and stuff. That's my hope.
Well,
You
we'll
know.
see.
Good
Like you said,
show.
they've only announced that this is something in the works, so probably there will be more details throughout next year that we'll be able to report on. So
Yeah.
okay,
This looks like a really fun place to jump in. So
there you go. Well, I know you will. So, surprised you're not already a Hella fan. She's very much your style.
Oh, I'm a Hella fan. Yes.
A lot of hair. A lot of hair. Speaking of next, I'm sure Jeremy is really excited to cover this one.
I've been waiting for something like this for a long, long time.
Take it away, buddy.
It was even mentioned about some of the novels had talked about this. Talked about Jar Jar being like a clown of sorts, a street performer later on, and I just thought that didn't do him justice after becoming a senator and like all that. But so now, coming February 11th, 2026, Star Wars Jar Jar Binks #1, a one-shot comic, but still it's going to further the lore. You got Mark Guggenheim and the one, the only Ahmed Best writing this. Not the whole thing. It's not sure if Ahmed Best is just doing like, if it's going to be a anthology or if it's going to be one whole story. So it's not sure if he's doing just one story or if he's doing the whole book yet. Artist interior art is by Kieran McCowan, and there's also art by Laura Braga in some capacity. Covers by Torrin Clark and a variant by Dave Wachter, I believe it's the last name.
Yep.
So what the story involves is, one of the stories is called Jar Jar Binks Returns. That one's definitely co-written by Ahmed Best. Jar Jar faces consequences of giving emergency powers to Chancellor Palpatine. Guest starring Jedi Knight, also who was played by Ahmed Best, Kelleran Beck. Why this matters is Ahmed Best's history with Jar Jar. Best is the actor who performed as Jar Jar Binks in The Phantom Menace and following prequels. Jar Jar is often criticized, and Best has spoken openly about the negative backlash he faced, the emotional toll, and etc. Desire for closure. Best has expressed that he would like to see more closure for Jar Jar's character. He has said that some depictions in the official literature of Jar Jar's fate don't sit with him. For example, Jar Jar being destitute or a clown on the streets. And that he wants something better, something consistent with him having failed upward, rather than being a tragic character. What is not yet known is how much of this Ahmed Best is going to write, as I said. Whether the one-shot will be considered canon, though most of Marvel's new handling of the books, comic books, all of it has been canon. So it's a
pretty cool,
good belief that it will be. And yeah, so get your orders in. I want this book to break records because, God damn it, Jar Jar Binks deserves better, people. February 11th. Get him. Get him.
And Jar, you would be pleased that I actually got the chance to speak to Mark Guggenheim at New York.
Oh, nice.
So hopefully we can get him on the show before the book comes out, so we can have a little conversation about that. So
yeah,
we'll see what we can do, buddy boy.
To at least know how his relationship with Ahmed has.
Listen, if anybody's got stories, it'll be Mark Guggenheim. So.
Well, also, we talked about it the other day. Star Wars one shots. I mean, look how good C-3PO came out.
Right.
Is a character you don't really see as having its own story. So yeah, I have high hopes for this.
The one you're referring to was the one in the early 2000s, right, with James Robinson and Tony Harris.
Yep.
Yes. Yep.
Yeah, that was beautiful.
Yeah.
They took a small detail of a character and made it such a great story. Absolutely. But okay, all right. Well, I know.
Onward and upward.
So I know, Leo, you are always more excited for more new stuff from the Absolute Universe. So you must have been really excited about this.
Oh, hell yeah. Okay. So Absolute Catwoman. So she's officially coming to her own series in 2026 as a 6-issue limited series. It's going to be written by Shay Grayson, Scott Snyder, and the artist is Bengal.
Yes.
Shay Grayson is known for Batman Urban Legends, Dark Spaces, Bitch Planet, often working alongside Scott Snyder, who continues to steer the Absolute Universe, which is absolutely friggin' amazing. Bengal is a French artist behind all new Wolverine, Spider-Gwen, Firefly, Supergirl, Teen Titans, and Overwatch, and he's handling the art. So Absolute Catwoman, like the other Absolute series, reimagines Selena as a high-tech magician and master thief. And if you're caught up with Absolute Batman, she was just revealed in the latest issue. And I believe she took technology from the Black Mask, the Raiders they had running around. So, yeah, and she's going to be, like I said, using tech from Black Mask. And she's totally going to be a force to be reckoned with. She's not just stealing diamonds anymore. She's swiping secrets and vanishing them into thin air. But the story isn't just about the cool toys. It's going to be about her journey from an orphan to foster care to a leader of a community. And then after that, clawing her way to the top, having to fight her way back down to Gotham. We do get glimpses of her childhood in Absolute Batman. So yeah, this is definitely going to add on more to the mythos. Yeah, so this is going to be coming out 2026. I don't think we have an actual day. We do have some images that were dropped during the NYCC. And
so a lot of it's variant covers. And oh, wow, that's nice. But also, to piggyback on that, Leo, I actually did speak to Shay Grayson because Shay's worked a little bit on Exquisite Corpses.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so she's definitely an up and coming force there. And yeah, so I would love to see about getting her on prior to the book coming on, so we could talk about that a little, just adding to our collection of people who've worked in the Absolute Universe. Fingers crossed one day we'll get Scott Snyder.
Yeah.
One day.
But no, this sounds great. And this is the 7th DC Absolute title, and it's the second mini-series to be announced for it, following Absolute Martian Manhunter, which, remember, that series was popular enough to go from 6 to 12 issues. So, if Selena gets a lot of good attention and sales, it could go from 6 to, more.
Nice.
Yeah.
Are you all caught up on Absolute Batman?
Nope, I am not. Please don't spoil anything.
Damn it. I need to talk about issue 13.
Deal with it. I'm catching up, dude. I was at a con. Everything got backtracked.
I'm on issue 3 or episode 3 of Peacemaker. I got no time for anything else.
We got no time. Well, speaking of alternate universes, I do have a little sad news that I have to report. So, okay, we've heard speculation, but it is now official. Marvel has confirmed that the Ultimate Universe will be ending April 2026. So the same line that gave us Ultimate Spider-Man, Ultimate Black Panther, Ultimate X-Men, and Ultimate Wolverine and the Ultimates, they're wrapping up Ultimate Spider-Man Incursion, which was Miles Morales, who's from the original Ultimate Universe, in this new one, trying to find his sister, and dealing with the mayhem of this. In addition, they're also launching Ultimate Universe 2 years in December. So this leads up to December 31st, publication of Ultimate Endgame issue 1, which will run about 5 issues, presumably bring about the destruction of what's the current Ultimate Universe. Kind of similar, Kari, to I think what they almost thought of doing with Ultimatum, so probably a little better. But we're not going to go there. So this is that's written by Dennis Camp with art by Terry Dodson and Jonas Scarf. So which sees the maker back to, see what's become of his precious little universe. So keep in mind with that story, while 2 years have passed by in our world, in the bubble universe that he was trapped in, he had thousands of years. So this is going to be really great. So this is piggybacking on what we already know, that Ultimate Spider-Man is coming to end with this in December with issue 24, which is very sad because it's been amazing. And there was a retracted statement from someone who worked on Ultimate X-Men that their title would simply do the same. But considering that the countdown is still in real time, it basically only makes sense that the miniseries would basically bring the universe to an end. But I just want to stress for the record that this does not mean that there won't be a new Ultimate Universe or a line of comics coming to take its place. So time will tell. But this is official. So after Endgame, this Ultimate Universe will be no more.
Marvel does love a reboot.
It does indeed.
Speaking of reboot, that song you were singing, Jar Jar, what was it?
That was the end of the Hulk.
I know. I was gonna say that brings up. Did you hear? It looks like Lou Ferrigno. There's some artwork out there. Looks like he might be playing a version of Hulk in.
I heard that. I didn't know how real that was. I saw some kind of art of it.
Yeah, I saw it as well. That's if it's true, it's going to be so badass.
All right. So piggybacking on that sad note, Kari, let's get some good news. So Vertigo
is back, bitches. Yeah.
Now, is that are they changing from the Black Label to Vertigo, or are they still keeping the Black as well?
They're gonna still have the Black Label, but they brought back Vertigo so that because Black Label can now be like things that you need, rated, while Vertigo is going to stick more with its just very unconventional kind of stories. They're going to be keeping it up with like they did in the past. It's going to be mostly creator-owned focus and series that are going to go really beyond the norms, but Black Label will have its place now as well. So they've announced that they'd started doing this already with James Tynion's Nice House by the Sea, and they're going to start the whole thing now. We have 10 titles coming out, and I'll go through them with you here. Starting out this year is going to be Nice House by the Sea number 7. If you haven't, pause there for just a second. If you haven't read this before, it's a kind of horror series. It's tied in with The Nice House by the Lake. It's basically their post-apocalyptic tales where groups of humans have been gathered into secluded homes that are very awesome, and they have cool powers and stuff. They might seem idyllic, but there are lots of dark secrets going on behind the scenes. And the fate of humanity weighs in the balance of their actions. This is the cover for Nice House by the Sea number 7, and the art there is done by Alvaro Martinez Bueno. Give me just one second. Okay, so I'm not coughing here. All right, next up, we are going to have 100 Bullets, The U.S. of Anger by Brian Azzarello and Edward Risso. Lono returns to America and reignites chaos, taking the nation's darkest impulses to their violent extremes. And this is the cover for number 1, or the art announcement, at least for it, by Dave Johnson.
Nice.
Going on into some more dark and weird stuff, we have A Walking Shadow by Simon Spurrier and Aaron Campbell. In this,
Yes.
8 strangers wake up chained to a boat in the woods with no memory, no escape, and no explanation. The art there is by Aaron Campbell. That art just makes me want that book now. That and the
You
names of chat.
you have
I
got to
want the
meet.
boat.
He was at New York Comic Con, Carrie. He is
Yeah.
just so cool, and just watching him do his work, like painting, drawing, and painting. Oh, it's so rad. So
That
absolutely.
yeah.
Okay, so
Okay.
that's a boat with wheels, but it's on land. Are they like?
Okay. No,
Yeah.
Leo, don't.
Yeah.
And
It's a
chained to
Vertigo
it?
cover, man. Just all will be revealed. Just don't try to rationalize it. Just go into it Twilight Zone blind.
Maybe they have to drag it somewhere and like get on the
No,
lake, and then they can go to
Don't
the nice
encourage him like
house.
Carrie.
I,
Carrie,
They can go
I
to the
was
nice
thinking
house and
they
meet.
had to battle land sharks.
Carrie, don't encourage him.
I remember that little short movie, Sand Shark.
Sand shark. Well, there's also land shark in Saturday Night Live. There's also
Okay.
Jeff. They could do a merge. Well, yeah, it's DC though. Bring Jeff over or Street Sharks. Maybe they got the.
There you go.
Okay, Leo. You're taking. Please have a sip of whatever you're drinking.
I'm supposed to watch Street Sharks
Like-
for some reason. I
All
forget
right.
why.
Carrie, what's the next one?
Vin
This
Diesel.
would be Black Tower: The Raven Conspiracy by Ram V and Mike Perkins. And in
Nice.
this, wizard spies in the UK, United Kingdom, navigate a global Cold War over sorcery, revealing a hidden world of occult power. And artwork here is by Mike Perkins.
Yes.
Very brief description, so don't know too much, but it sounds really fun. Politics and sorcery, that ties in well together. Next, we have Bleeding Hearts by Dennis Camp, Stepan Morian, and Matt Hollingsworth. In this, a zombie named Poke discovers his heart beating again, threatening his place in society where death reigns supreme. Cover here is by Stepan Morian, and that just sounds really interesting.
What was
I
that movie where the zombie came back to life after dating the real girl?
Oh yeah,
Anybody at the airport? He lived in the airport.
I've seen that. I can't remember it though.
I know the name, and I'm annoyed that I know the name, but I don't remember it.
All right, work on it, Drew. Next, as long as we're in death, we'll go to End of Life by Kyle Starks, Steve Pugh, and
Oh.
Chris O'Halloran. In this one, a
Warm
top-tier
Bodies.
hitman. Thank you.
Sorry.
Okay,
Yep,
that's all
keep going,
right.
Karen.
So here, a top-tier hitman returns to his Midwestern hometown to care for his dying father and confront his own mortality. This is the main cover. It's by Gerald Perel.
Mhm.
And yeah, that sounds interesting. I don't know. I'm not big into the hitman thing, but I'm from the Midwest. Who knows? Maybe it'll be
And it's
fun.
Kyle Stark, so it's gonna be
Yeah,
I
worth
mean,
it.
yeah. You can't
Mhm.
really go wrong there.
Nope.
Next, and I feel kind of personally attacked here with this one, is Fanatic by Grace Ellis and Hannah Templer. A woman's obsession with a comic book spirals into a deadly parasocial fixation on its creator. I
Carrie, she even
that
has long hair like you.
I know. I'm like, did I give you permission to use that photo from back in my high school days? I'm just saying.
Mhm.
No, that artwork there is by Hannah Templer. This is me. I mean, it's just me. That's fun.
Yeah.
I think I'm really gonna enjoy this one. I think you guys should check it out too. Next up, Necratius or
This sounds
Necrotatious.
great.
Yeah, okay. So this is by Tom Taylor and Derek Robertson. Scientists attempt to time travel to stop a zombie virus only to land 66 million years in the past among dinosaurs. And if you look at it, it looks like they might have brought the zombieism back
Mhm.
with them to the dinosaurs.
Oh boy.
This announcement art is done by Derek Robertson and Diego Rodriguez. Next up, we have The Crying Doll by Mariko Tamaki and Rosemary Valero O'Connell. This is going to be a Jekyll and Hyde thriller about just how far a young woman would go to protect her best friend who may or may not be a killer. And this is art by Rosemary Valero O'Connell. And finally, we have The Peril of the Brutal Dark, an Ezra Kane mystery by Chris Condon and Jacob Phillips. This is going to be a noir detective tale that collides with magic, fascism, and a stolen artifact of unimaginable power. And this is some Jacob Phillips artwork for the main cover. So, yeah, this is what we have coming out from Vertigo. I'm super excited that they've got it going and they've got this many books already lined up for us. They're back. I've been waiting for this for a very long time. So,
Boys are back in town.
oh yeah.
Sorry.
And we have some of the best names in like that you could. Okay,
That's true.
who should have been there? Cy Spurrier, Kyle Starks, James Tynion, and Brian Azzarello. Let's just pull up a laundry list of who would you want to be in Vertigo. Well, there we go. They got them.
Pretty much. It's quite a lineup, and considering Vertigo's history, like it's yeah, wow.
Oh, I hope they do a good Constantine.
Yes.
book again.
Well, I mean, just remember Cy Spurrier and Aaron Campbell. That was the team who worked on Hellblazer: Dead in America.
Mm.
So I mean, you remember how great that was. So all right. Well, Jar, glad you've been practicing what you're going to say because you're up next.
Ladies and gentlemen, DCKO has begun. Oh, hold on. Am I doing DCKO or Swamp
Yeah, you're
Thing
doing it too. You're right.
Okay.
Mhm.
DCKO, the tournament style event from DC Comics, co-created by Scott Snyder and Joshua Williamson, with art by Javi Fernandez. It launched in October, and under DC All In, the story premise is 32 heroes and villains from the DC universe enter a cosmic tournament to earn enough Omega energy to take on Darkseid, who has become more powerful.
Yes.
The event runs across monthly issues, and there are tie-ins, ripple effects which ripples effects across the DC universe. So the big news at New York Comic Con during the Jim Lee and Friends panel, DC Comics announced a bonus level special one-shot issue of DCKO that will bring in several characters from outside the traditional DC universe. Yeah, do you guys want to hear that, or is that like a spoiler by
That's fine.
naming them off?
Go to the next picture, Leo.
All right, so from Mortal Kombat, we have Mr. Sub-Zero. From the Conjuring franchise, Annabelle. The Boys, you have Homelander, which everybody's dying to see a Homelander versus Superman fight. I wonder if we're going to get that. From Dynamite Comics is Vampirella. Also from Dynamite Comics, sword and sorcery genre, is Red Sonja. And then from Beneath the Trees Where Nobody Sees, an IDW horror comic, is Samantha the Bear. I don't know this character, but that's a cool name.
Samantha is a fucking psycho. She's awesome.
I should have gotten to you and asked about that one. These non-DC characters are entering the Fae via a bonus level in the special issue coming out in February. So it's an add-on to the main tournament arc. The reason given as part of the DCKO storyline, characters in the main tournament discover they can bring in or recruit import characters from other universes to get more Omega energy. Scott Snyder said the special is something people can pick up and really enjoy on their own, meaning this guest star issue may be more standalone than strictly tied into every twist in the main brackets.
Oh boy.
Jim Lee also joked about a Samantha the Bear variant cover, which suggests there will be variant covers. Of course there will. And let's see, significance. No, we don't. We already know the significance. Although, what is kind of interesting is some of these characters, like Samantha the Bear, aren't WB WB characters owned at all, which is pretty significant for DC to be doing.
Okay.
Yeah, if you like it, check it out. February 2026.
All
I
right.
actually have to start reading the series because I've been interested in seeing what
The first issue just came out, so yeah, you can read it.
Yeah, and the first issue is like a blind bag, right?
Is it?
I have no idea. I just read it.
Yeah, I'm
that
pretty.
means it's probably going to be $100 now. Good Lord!
All right.
If you haven't read Beneath the Trees Where Nobody Sees, though, guys, it won a lot of awards. Patrick Horvath wrote and drew it, I believe, and they've started the next set of it's like, volume 2 or whatever has come up, The Rites of Spring, and it's like the Berenstein Bears meets Hannibal, kind of. Not exactly, like, not only no cannibalism, but like that level of like psychopathy, it's fun.
Dear God. All right. Well, next up, Leo is, I guess we're going back to the dungeon.
We are okay. So, what was that? Okay, so if you're all caught up with One World Under Doom, Dr. Doom may be down, but he's definitely not out. So Marvel's making that crystal clear with the next chapter in the post-Doom saga. It's going to be called Dungeons of Doom, and it's going to be launching January of 2026. So spinning out of the One World Under Doom saga, it's going to be a 3-issue miniseries. Takes us deep into the heart of Latveria, and more accurately, it's going to be beneath it. With Doom's rule toppled, his iconic castle stands vacant. And every major power in the Marvel Universe sees this as an opportunity. They all rush in to loot his armory and secrets, and a mysterious explosion sends them all plummeting into a hidden dungeon. It's a labyrinth that nobody knew existed. So it starts as a high-stakes arms race and quickly becomes a horror survival story. And this is going to be a classic Doom planning for every outcome. Even his own downfall, and now anyone daring to crack open his vaults might have to deal with the nightmares that are behind it. So the series is going to be written by PKJ, Philip Kennedy Johnson from Incredible Hulk, and Benjamin Piercy from Red Hulk. And it's going to be an all-star artist lineup, including Carlos Magno, Robert Gill, Justin Mason, George Giantry, and cover art for issue number 1 is from Lanil Francis Yu. And PKJ describes Dungeons of Doom as a kind of Marvel horror anthology. So multiple factions exploring this underground maze, opening doors they definitely shouldn't, and uncovering horrors Doom has buried for years.
Sounds perfect.
PKJ is like a hard-working man. That dude is
hell yeah,
on like 20 books.
Totally.
And
I was just going to finish it up. Issue number 1 drops January 14th, and yeah, don't miss it.
Okay, Kari, go.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry, Leo. I've just been in the middle of. I just read a recent Benjamin Percy prose story that was in a book that just got released. A collection of the best horror stories of the year, or he was asked to write this one. But yeah, and I'm listening to him at night reading me or narrating one of his stories, his books. He's everywhere in horror. He's fabulous. We all know how much I love PKJ, but I had to build up Benjamin Percy too because I've been on a Benjamin Percy kick. So
I will, the next time I see him, I will tell him all about that.
Yes.
Speaking of horror, and I know this is totally off topic, but I've been rereading Dark Patterns, and holy shit, that I know we talked about it before, but so good. But that is so much reminds me of Legends of the Dark Knight.
That's impressive that you can reread books. I have a problem. Once I've already read a book, if I try to reread it, I'll start like skipping parts that I'm like, oh, I already know what's going on here, and blah blah blah. I
Yeah.
don't take it all in.
No, my mind is what's the opposite of a sponge?
A
Block
goldfish.
of wood.
I know that one too. What am I
Uh,
reading? Issue 14? Oh, I have to read the first two, I got
Yeah,
to read those
exactly.
again to get
I
it.
can answer
What
that.
happened?
It's a goldfish.
Something
I
happened.
do that with TV shows and movies. So, like, if like when Peacemaker, before I watched the second season, I watched the whole first season.
I have the
Again.
memory of a slightly concussed kitten. It's
And yet I am still here, and I hate you all. All right, let's see who's next. Oh, this is me.
that'd be you, Drew.
Yeah, a little bit of proving that love hurts, especially in Gotham City. So, the creative team of Teenie Howard and Babs Tarr are coming back together for a new miniseries called Sirens: Love Hurts, which will be a Black Label series launching in early 2026. So this definitely means it's intended for readers 17 and older, told outside of the core DCU, and was essentially pitched as Sex in the City with the bad girls of Gotham City. So that means we will be seeing Catwoman, Poison Ivy, Harley Quinn, and the Black Canary. So this opens up a lot of new dating opportunities for each characters, although it has been confirmed that Black Canary will be sticking with Green Arrow. So the series is about a new serial killer in Gotham and the stress and fun of being an adult woman who loves and loses and deals with stuff like planning a wedding, falling in love. But apparently, the book was inspired by things like The Long Halloween. And as Teenie Howard said, I've referred to this book as The Long Halloween for Girlies.
Interesting.
This is intended as a 4-issue series, which will launch February 2026.
So there must be some kind of mystery going on.
It looks really cool. And again, Black
The
Label
art looks
series
fantastic.
have just really proved themselves as the kind of non-continuity story that you really can take it someplace interesting. So, hey, if you like what you see, February 2026, enjoy what happens when love hurts.
I really like the Tula Lute
Oh yeah,
connecting cover things too. That was pretty awesome.
All right. So now who's next?
Guess who's back? Back again. Leo's back.
Oh,
Nope,
Kari, it's you.
Kari's back. Yep.
IDW Dark is back, is what's going on here. All right,
That's
so
true.
IDW
Smile.
Dark is hopping on the movie train and bringing us 2 new titles based off of somewhat recent horror flicks. This first one, Smile for the Camera, is by writer Hannah Rose May with artist Mariana Puglia and colorist Derbla Kelly, and will be coming out in February. This story is going to follow a group of models in 2005 during Fashion Month in New York City. They all want to smile for the camera, but the smile entity that's after them, not so much. So this is the main cover by Skylar Patridge, and said this one's coming up. I don't know much else about it.
Actually, Kari, I can piggyback a little bit. Basically, what May said was that, like how Smile 2 was in present day pop star, we're going back to early 2000s and we're going to the ruthless world of the modeling industry. So basically, that's kind of putting it within that context. So, you know. Mm-hmm.
I now need a pair of scissors that you can see through.
So a lot of creepiness as seen by that.
I haven't seen Smile yet. That's like I'm the horror one, and I'm like, okay, I haven't seen a Smile. And next that I also haven't seen is A Quiet Place.
Those movies are great.
But what we got going on here is A Quiet Place Storm Warning #1. This is going to be launching in March, and our beloved writer, layout artist Phil Hester is going to be teamed up with artist Ryan Kelly and colorist Lee Lowridge for for this series. Being Midwesterners themselves, Hester and Kelly can totally relate to the setting this is in. It's in a small island town in the Midwest where the folks are being besieged by the alien creatures that attack anything they hear. We already know that Phil can tell an amazing story with little or no dialogue. This is absolutely the perfect choice. If you were going to write A Quiet Place, this is the team you want to have. Art obviously by Ryan Kelly and Lee Luridge, but yeah, I'm excited to see these. I'm gonna have to watch the movies now so that I can relate to this, but they both look really good. And again, Phil Hester's story capabilities without words are just fabulous. In fact, I did a panel with them.
I'm so shocked you haven't seen the movie.
She can't see every
Isn't there
horror movie,
2 or
Leo.
3 of them?
I
There's 2 and then a prequel.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I'm very specific about things, and I honestly,
You?
I was told that it was terrible.
The first one's amazing. Well, I didn't watch 2 or the prequel. And after you watch the first one, I don't know why they would make any more. But
the second one, I believe it's the second one, unless it's the prequel, deals with another person at the same time in the same area.
2.
Yeah.
It just seems like, okay, you have to be quiet.
And their escape.
Got it.
It's good stuff.
Oh yeah, but oh my god.
Well, the jump scares in it are decent.
Well, not even the jump scares, but their anguish dealing with things that you would normally be loud in, and he can't be in.
Yeah, I think in the second one, the main character just has
guys.
Out they have terminal.
Let's not spoil anything. Because Kari wants to see it finally.
But
she's not going to watch it as Nicolas Cage. I'm kidding.
No,
it does.
No, it doesn't. No, the one that John brought us up last time, Long Legs, that does have Nicolas Cage in it. So fair warning.
I know. That's why I haven't watched it.
Exactly.
That's a good Luther option there.
He was very deliciously unhinged in that, Kari. So maybe you might find a Nicolas Cage you actually like.
Did you watch the vampire one he was in?
Yes, I did watch Renfield because I love Nicholas Hoult. So
he was great,
and I was able to tolerate it. Oh, good. Yeah.
It's okay, Kari. We'll still tease you about your immense dislike another time.
He's done like perfect Lex.
All right. I will say this though, Jeremy, you got lucky because I think Kari fumed a little when you grabbed this one.
Did she? Oh, I'm sorry.
It's okay. No, it's fine, buddy. Just keep going.
Sorry.
But because you know how much she loves James Tynion's Something is Killing the Children.
Absolutely. Ladies and gentlemen, Swamp Thing is killing the children. And there is some turbulence because of the title. Some people are like, is Swamp Thing really killing children? We're not sure.
We cannot confirm this.
Cannot confirm or deny. It is a co-publication between Boom Studios and DC Comics, Black Label imprint. The creative team will be James Tynion and art by Werther Del Edera, who are the co-creators and co-creators of Something is Killing the Children.
Right.
Genre tone is horror, dark supernatural. It promises to combine Swamp Thing's existential supernatural horror with the monster hunting visceral styles of Something is Killing the Children. The project was announced at NYCC, which we know. It's being published. Just said that. Context. This is the first time Something is Killing the Children is officially crossing over in the DC universe. This is a big deal in terms of licensing. What's not known is what is the story. Is Swamp Thing under some corruption or threat causing him to kill children? Is there a third-party villain? Is Erica investigating something that connects to the Green or Swamp Thing's mythos? All to be announced. Which Swamp Thing is this? DC has multiple versions, various continuity timelines.
That's
Is
true.
this a canonically Swamp Thing in the main DC universe or an Elseworlds Black Label version? That affects how it fits into larger continuity.
Wow, that's a good point, Jar.
Yeah. The release date is all we know. It's in 2026. And tone and balance we went over. Mechanical impact. Yeah, that's pretty much all we know is the title, that it's happening, and it's in 2026.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah. There's not much
Swamp Thing
to
was
it.
part of the children. Swamp Thing was part of the Children's Crusade way back in the day, wasn't he? With
I
Black
think something
Orchid
like that.
and all of those that went off, like some of the books of magic, and that was
Something
a
like
Vertigo
that.
thing. But so he's, my guess on here is that he's going to be on Erica's side.
Yeah,
Like,
well,
I mean,
usually
Yeah.
that's
Swamp
what
Thing
goes
isn't
on.
going to be
They may start off
killing the
as
kid.
foes, but like, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
he
only
might
one
be
shot
monster,
too,
but
but it's probably
is it
going to
a
be
one-shot?
like a big one shot, probably like a 48 pager kind of deal.
Mm.
So,
if they're
all
taking
right,
the time to do it, they might as well do something big.
yeah.
And that
Well,
is such a clever title.
It's strange. We seem to be getting a ton of horror now for comics. Like,
it's not really that
It's
everywhere.
booming
strange.
everywhere.
I think Jar. It was definitely something that was sprinkled in over time,
Mm.
and then the more and more people liked it, the more it just kind of built. I mean, I remember when American Vampire dropped. You know,
Oh, way back in the day,
yeah,
yeah.
way back in the day, and that's when nobody knew who Scott Snyder was. I mean,
Yeah.
he'd done like one series for Marvel. He did Iron Man Noir, which is actually pretty decent.
I
And
got
then
rid
he
of
did
most of
American
the-
Vampire with Stephen King, and that really helped put him on. And then he did New 52 Batman, and the rest is history.
Yeah, Batman. It made Batman.
And then
untouchable.
that's what helped put James Tynion
Mm.
on the map, because he was doing backup stories for that with James, and then he got his enough cred underneath, and he did his own stuff, and ipso facto eventually it led to Tiny Onion, him being one of the best-selling creators in horror comics right now.
Well, as our guest said the other day, it's definitely a reflection of the
Times.
world right now. Yeah. Everybody's going through difficult times, and
Before the dark times.
Yeah.
Before the Empire.
Yeah, before. All right, so I think the last story is me with X-Men news, right, Kari?
Yep.
X gonna give it to you.
Yeah. All right, so at NYCC, Marvel Comics revealed what the future holds for the X-Men franchise after the current storyline, which is Age of Revelation, ending in December 2025. Now, Age of Revelation is a story that takes place 10 years in the future, where we've seen Apocalypse has a new host in Doug Ramsey, formerly of New X-Men. And he helped essentially bring a mutant utopia at a time when a virus was essentially running rampant throughout the US, killing humans and then also creating, of course, more anti-mutant sentiment. The main story especially is that Cyclops and Beast, their minds are being brought 10 years into the future, kind of similar to that, like Days of Future Past kind of thing. So now they're occupying their future bodies, trying to put in leadership and essentially figure out how to stop Apocalypse in this very different world. So when that's finished, there'll be a new status quo for the line dubbed Shadows of Tomorrow. So this will see some books like Jen McKay's X-Men or Gail Simone's Uncanny X-Men resuming their ongoing numbering, while other titles like Storm or Magic will be relaunched with new titles and directions. And then there'll also be a bunch of new X-Men comics like solo series for people like Cyclops or Rogue. So for the X-Men, that's Jed McKay stuff. No, that's Uncanny X-Men, Leo. Nope, not that either. All right. So for X-Men, those are pretty simple because essentially what's been revealed is one of the X-Men in the present has been stranded in the Age of Revelation, fighting against impossible odds in the world of tomorrow. So while they're there, what has their future counterpart been doing in their body in the present? So that is one big story. And then in the wake of Age of Revolution, a gene terrorist group called 3K has been revitalized, but what will their internal schemes undo them? So, Leo, if you can go from the beginning, please. No, thank you. That's Uncanny X-Men 22, where we see a festive event interrupted by the Daughter of Darkness herself, called Mutina, who has a favor to ask the Uncanny X-Men, and woe if they refuse. So it's murderous mutants, cake, and blades. And apparently you're going to look at one of the X-Men a little different after this. Following that, you have Wolverine 14, which sees this is by Saladin Ahmed with art by Martin Colocolo, and that's the cover by Dan Panassian, which sees Wolverine crossing paths with the Silver Sable in a mission to save a cadre of Morlocks. But are they on the same side? Who's got Logan in their sights? It's a new story in the ongoing Wolverine series. Following that, a new series up, you have Cyclops. So you have Scott Summers as a mutant who's always in control of his powers and emotions. But what happens when he's separated from the X-Men, lost in a mountain wilderness without the visor that keeps his powers in check? And will he be able to stay alive when Donald Pierce and his cyborgs, the Reavers, are hunting him? So this is X-Men leader at his most savage core. So this is a 5-issue miniseries written by Alex Pacandel with art by Roge Antonio, the cover there by Federico Vincenti. Next, after that, you have Generation X-23, which sees Laura and her clone sister, Gabby, encountering someone who seems to be their long-lost friend. The plot that they will uncover will turn their worlds upside down. So the next generation of X subjects are here, and they follow in the deadly footsteps of X-23, aka the other Wolverine. So this is going to feature a host of new heroes and villains. Generation X-23 definitely has a surprise in store for the Wolverine. Following that, we have a return of X-Force, Inglorious X-Force, written by Tim Seeley, with art by Michael St. Maria, cover by R.B. Silva, sees Cable returning from the future with a handful of clues and gaps in his memory. So an assassination is apparently at hand, and it's up to Halverine, Archangel, and his former teammate Boom Boom to follow Cable's lead into the fire. But who are they after, and what secret does Cable's faulty memory hide? So that seems pretty fucking dope for an X-Men team or an X-Force team. Then you have Magic and Colossus, the 5-issue miniseries by Ashley Allen with Jermaine Peralta, with that cover there by David Nakayama. So despite Ilyana and Piotr, aka Colossus's background, blood does not run thicker than water. When Colossus and Magic return to their mother country, they discover ancient monsters from Russian folklore preying on the innocent. Can these two mutant siblings set aside their differences to save their country? So this is, by the way, the same creative team that we saw behind Magic, reuniting for this new tale of fights, mysticism, and family drama. Of course, then you have Rogue, the 5-issue miniseries by Erica Schultz, with art by Luigi Zagaria, the cover by David Nakayama, seeing Rogue enjoying her ideal life with Remy LeBeau, but she still has skeletons in the closet. And of course, the past that she leaves so far, she works so hard behind, doesn't stay in the past. So apparently there is something coming up that's going to be so bad it's going to make Rogue leave Haven House, and possibly her former step-parents, Mystique and Destiny, maybe hold the answer. Then we have Storm, Earth's Mightiest Mutant, issue 1 by Mira Adelaide, with art by Federica Mancini, with, of course, the cover by R.B. Silva. I mean, look at that. That's a beautiful cover. As the cosmos braces for annihilation, Storm turns her gaze inward to her home to Earth. Earth's mightiest mutant becomes Earth's protector once more in a new chapter of her life. As she shares a Japanese tea ceremony with an enemy and visits France for a masquerade with monsters. However, it all ends in a gut-wrenching funeral, for in this new era of Aurora Monroe, Mistress Death is never far behind. And I believe, last but not least, is Wade Wilson Deadpool. Written by Benjamin Percy with art and cover by Geoff Shaw. Seeing Deadpool for once actually isn't laughing. He deals with a dark memory haunting him as a mysterious client leads him down a troubling path. Does this way lead to redemption? No, probably something worse. Wade can never be forgiven what he's done as the new ongoing series begins. So that's all we're going to see in 2026.
Well, hella.
That's
Hell of a
lot
lineup.
things.
That's a lot. That's
Yep.
a lot of X-Men.
Indeed.
So
But-
I have a never mind.
No, go ahead. Do it.
I have
Done.
you talking about Colossus and blood and water, but wouldn't his blood be mercury?
Ooh.
All right, cool. All right, we're done. The show's over. Wrap it up. Cut the check. Bye.
Right.
It's the end of the world as we know it.
Nope. And it's the end of the show, Dar. The world is tomorrow. Moving on. That's it.
Okay. Well, yeah, I want to thank everybody for watching our special New York Comic Con special and our special New York Comic Con special. Yeah.
Words.
You know how to find me, but more importantly, check in next Tuesday when we have, who do we have, Drew?
Oh, hey there, Leo. Thanks for putting me on the spot there. Yes, next week on the 21st, we will be having independent creator Benjamin Hunting will be joining us. We're going to be talking to him about some of his work. And then the guest after that, well, you're going to have to tune into the show to find out.
Woohoo. Well, I do have to say, definitely check out our YouTube page. We've been putting up a lot of special stuff there. And also check out our website. We've been putting some new articles there. Kari just did an awesome review of Hulk number 30 and also did a Road to Infernal Hulk. So what you need to know before Infernal Hulk. And speaking of that, how you doing, Kari?
Hey, doing okay. Had fun. It was a good show. We had a great time. We shared some news. We had some laughs. I didn't have to sucker punch anybody. It's great.
Yet.
We annoyed Drew.
Shut up.
The main goal in life. So I think we've accomplished everything. And that's pretty much. If you guys want to contact me or read my stuff, go to Kari Sanders on Facebook. If there's a judgmental looking crow as the avatar, that's me. And that's how you find me if you want to. I don't know why you would, but you might.
Awesome.
That I'm good.
It's I'm with Kari. We all said our where to find us on Tuesday. So today, just keep watching, like, subscribe, definitely hit the like button. I don't see enough likes. I see comments and views, but where are the likes? I want to be liked. I want to be loved by you.
Oh my God.
Just you? Nobody
Yeah,
else?
just him.
Nobody else like you.
All right, thank you, Baloo. Hey everybody, thank you for joining us on our Thursday show. It's been a minute since we've had something like this. Thank you for joining us. And like they said, hit the like and subscribe to us splash pages like Comic Book Club. We meet every Tuesday, and then there's sometimes we meet other days too. So that's why you got to subscribe so you don't miss anything. If you need to get in touch with me, Drew Mollo on Facebook, Ghostbusters 1984. On Instagram, you can see all the great coverage that I did for New York Comic Con recently. It's pretty much been uploaded there. And if you need to get in touch with me on Blue Sky, just look up Drew Mollo. There's a lot going on, so I will get back to you soon, within this year, eventually.
Sometime.
Yes.
Maybe.
Leave your message after the beep.
Beep.